Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Today for me is actually Sunday, but this is for Monday's video. I'm gonna make chia pudding for breakfast for everybody, and it has to sit in the fridge overnight. So I'm gonna make it now. You'll see this for the same video for you, but it's the next day for me. So we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of chia seeds to each jar. So this always ends up looking disgusting, but tastes like a Reese's cup, and it's absolutely delicious. A teaspoon of vanilla, 3 tablespoons of cocoa. I guess I should go down and get more cocoa. 3 tablespoons of peanut butter. And that was too much cocoa. It's 1.5 tablespoons of cocoa, but I don't think I did 3 tablespoons anyway, because I have a little teaspoon here. 3 tablespoons of honey or maple syrup. And a cup of milk. And that's it. So right now it looks gross, but it'll melt together. I did stir it up a little bit. In the morning, I'll stir it up again, heat it up, stir it up, and it'll be just chocolatey peanut butter goodness. So another thing I'm gonna go ahead and get done ahead of time for tomorrow, the same video, is our orange juice bread. So I'm gonna do this on Sunday for our Monday second breakfast, but I'm gonna make the glaze tomorrow. So you'll see it all in one video, but for me, just know I'm making this the day before. And I'm actually substituting 1/2 cup of butter with almost 1/2 cup of coconut oil. I've never done that before, but this is also why I wanna try it today instead of tomorrow. That way I can see if this even works. And then it says 1 to 1.5 cups of sugar. So there's 1 cup. And we're gonna beat these together. And then we're gonna add 2 eggs. I've never had a problem substituting coconut oil for butter. I've just never done it in this large of an amount. So that's why I'm kind of like concerned, but it seems to be doing okay. Now in a separate bowl, we're gonna do flour. Let's see, 1.5 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Mix this around, add it dry to wet. I'm gonna add in a 1/4 cup of orange juice.
Are you making orange juice?
I am. 1/4 cup of milk. And then we do the zest of 1 lemon and the zest of 1 orange, but I'm using mandarin oranges because I do have regular oranges, but they're downstairs and I'm just being lazy to go get them. So we're just gonna use mandarin oranges and 1 lemon. Mix this in. And then we bake at 325 for 50 to 55 minutes. I forgot to preheat my oven, so I need to do that. So here's our orange juice bread for tomorrow. So I will do all of the rest of the stuff for tomorrow, and you'll see it on the video in just a little bit when I switch to tomorrow. I know that kind of makes no sense, but everybody, welcome back. So you saw me make all of our breakfast stuff yesterday for today, and it just makes it so much easier. So now I'm actually getting ready to make breakfast for tomorrow, but you'll see it tomorrow. So tomorrow on the menu I have breakfast burritos, but I'm gonna go ahead and make them ahead of time because it just makes it so much easier when I wake up to already have it done. And this way I can send some to work with my husband as well. So I also still need to get the icing done for the orange juice bread. It's just powdered sugar, and orange juice. That's all you do. Mix it around, throw it on the top. So we have kiddos waiting for that. So what I'm gonna do for these breakfast burritos is I have these large tortillas, I have a jar of home canned potatoes, and then bacon that I cooked up the other day. We're gonna do eggs and cheese. So that's gonna be all in them, and I'm not gonna make any without cheese because I don't expect Layla to eat this at all. So I'll end up giving her something else, I'm sure. But everybody else should be able to eat them. And I'm gonna make hopefully enough to fill all 8 of these tortillas. And then we can eat some, and I can send a couple with my husband to work for the week. So that is my plan, is to make enough for all of that. But we'll see how much filling I end up making, because I never really can gauge how much to make. So I just make a bunch and then fill them up until they're gone. So hopefully we'll do that. And then I need to go ahead and start some laundry. And we're just gonna have a really relaxing day because we are on school break this week, but today we're actually gonna do some learning on the solar eclipse because that is today. So we're gonna do some fun stuff with that. And that's about it. So it'll be a nice, easy, relaxing day.
The moon is going to go front in the sun.
The moon's gonna go in front of the sun. It's gonna be a nice day, so the kids will be able to play outside, and it's just gonna be, it's the perfect week for break because last week here for public schools was spring break, but it was cold and rainy. This week it's going to be sunny and 70s. So it ends up being a really good break week for us because the kids can have lots of outside time. So it's going to be fun, but I'm going to go ahead and get these breakfast burritos going. That way I can get this done and out of the way for tomorrow. All right, guys, we have burritos ready for breakfast tomorrow. So that's one thing out of the way. I liked yesterday that I made the breakfast for today. I like that I already have breakfast made for tomorrow. It just makes it so much easier. And so now we're gonna make our icing for the orange juice bread. Ash, can you give me the orange juice, please? I meant to grab it out and I forgot. I don't know, I'm gonna do about a cup of this maybe. I think it's on the door on the left. So I put like a tablespoon of orange juice. I don't know how much that was. Ashlyn's sitting here patiently waiting. This is her favorite thing in the world.
I don't know, but I want you to make lemon bread so I could use
I thought about making lemon bread soon. I need lemons though. And there is the orange juice bread. So second breakfast is orange juice bread with the same fruit from first breakfast.
Here.
So we're doing some Eclipse art with a yellow crayon and a black piece of paper, and then we're gonna do a black circle over top of our sun. And look at Layla. Good job, Layla.
Ooh, like the moon.
Yeah. So here's some Eclipse art. We're also gonna do a solar eclipse drawing on Art Hub for Kids.
What's the color of sun? Water. Mom, I did it.
You did it.
That was easy.
Mm-hmm.
That was really easy. Mommy, look.
I really like how green everything's getting. It is so beautiful looking around and seeing a whole bunch of green now. All right. It's gonna be a beautiful week. Beautiful spring break week here. That's beautiful. Layla made a little person. That's so great, babe. Good job. And Everly made one too, look. That's so cool. So lunch today is gonna be like copycats, sushi bowls, California bowls, whatever you wanna call them. We just call them sushi bowls. So it's gonna be the crab meat, the avocado, the cucumber over rice. So earlier I came in and got rice going. It just finished up. And I'm gonna put this over top of mine because I don't have any other sauce to put on top of mine. This is what I did last time and it just worked. The flavors blend perfectly with it and it's really good. So this is gonna be the sauce on mine. The kids didn't eat any sauce on theirs last time and they were fine with it and liked it like that. So I'm just gonna let them, I'm gonna cut up all the toppings and have it right here on this cutting board that I have. I'm gonna let them make their own, however much they want of whatever. So I need to go ahead and get that and I'll show you what it looks like. I mean, it's so simple. Just put rice in a bowl, put your toppings on it. Very, very easy and very, very crowd pleasing because everyone here loves it. They love it because we always get sushi from Sam's Club. Okay, so here's our like sushi bowls. So we've got the rice, cucumber, crab, avocado, and then like I said, I put the stuff on mine. And then the girls also wanted peppers and cream cheese. So there's lunch today. So with the leftovers, I just made Gary some to take to work tomorrow for his lunch too. I just called him and I was like, hey, do you want any of this? And he said, yeah, just no cucumbers. He hates cucumbers. So I was gonna make garlic bread to go with dinner tonight because we're gonna have chicken carbonara, but I think I'm just gonna make Italian bread and just have bread and butter. So I'm gonna switch it up and we're gonna go ahead and get all this together and get it going in the bread machine. Let the bread machine do the work of the dough and then we'll pull it out, shape it, and bake it. So the first thing we're gonna do is 1 1/3 cup of water, 1 1/2 teaspoons of oil, a tablespoon of brown sugar, 1 1/2 teaspoons of salt, 4 cups of flour, and then 1 packet or 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. And then we're just gonna put it on the dough cycle. So the kids want snack now. So I'm cutting up the cantaloupe that I got the other day. We're gonna do some carrots and ranch and some cucumber and ranch and then some crackers, and we're gonna go sit down and learn about the Eclipse while they eat the snack because I printed all that stuff yesterday. I got like a couple little mini unit thingies to learn about the Eclipse, and then just about the time that we're done doing all the learning and having snack, the Eclipse should be starting, so it'll be pretty cool. So here we go with today's lunch. I am so glad I got these baskets and these liners. I need to order some more liners, but the liners are like, gosh, I could be wrong because I ordered them a while ago, but I think it was like $6 for a pack of 100, and it just saves so much on dishes and everything, and obviously the baskets are reusable, so it's just really nice for snacks because right now we don't really have many dishes left. The dishwasher's running, so it just helps a lot with dishes, but also they're just cute and the kids like them too. So here we go. They're eating snack. We're learning about the Eclipse and talking about all kinds of cool stuff. All right, we need to go ahead and get these doughs shaped up and rising so we can go outside because the Eclipse is about to start. I mean, it's just gonna start, you know, the moon's just gonna get to the edge of the sun in a minute. So I have these two rising for about, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. It just depends. It's kind of warm in here, so it shouldn't take too long. And then we're gonna bake on 375 for about 30-35 minutes. So we're outside with our Eclipse glasses. I ordered them off of Amazon, so we're able to see, and the kids are playing hide and seek, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful day. It's getting darker here. Pretty neat. It's kind of dark in here though, which is really weird. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the oven on, 375, so I can get these in the oven. And I cut slits in the top of them too. So as soon as the oven preheats, we'll put these in for about 30 minutes. So here's our bread for dinner, and now everybody wants another snack. So we're having chips and more queso. They just went down to get the other jar of queso because this one's already gone. So tonight for dinner, we're gonna do creamy chicken carbonara. It is so good. We've made this recipe many, many times, but it's been a while. So I'm gonna go ahead and share it with you. So the recipe is from, there's no website written, but it says the author is Sean Williams. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut up some bacon and I'm gonna cut up some chicken, and then we're gonna cook that. But the first thing that I'm gonna do actually is get the sauce ready. So I just now pulled heavy cream, well, maybe about 30 minutes ago, I pulled heavy whipping cream out of the freezer because I totally forgot it calls for heavy cream. I don't have any heavy cream. The only heavy cream I had was heavy whipping cream in the freezer. So I just pulled it out, put it in some hot water. I'm trying to thaw it. So it's gonna look chunky when it comes out. It's not bad, it's just half frozen. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the sauce part together and then chop up the stuff while my cast iron pan heats up, and then we'll cook up the meats and work on it. But first things first, we're gonna do the sauce. That way I have time to let my pan heat up. So we're gonna do 4 eggs. A 1/3 cup of heavy cream. Let's see what I can get out of here. Still pretty frozen. There we go. That's good enough. 3/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup of chopped basil. I don't have fresh basil either, but we've got this. And then salt and pepper. So now I'm just gonna cut up the bacon and get it cooking in here. And while the bacon cooks, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up the chicken too. Now that we've removed the bacon, we're gonna cook our chicken in the bacon grease. So we're also gonna get our spaghetti noodles cooked up, and then eventually we're gonna mix all this stuff together. So I pulled Miss Layla's stuff out all separate before I add all this because she can't have any of it. So here's her dinner. This is how I feed her a lot of nights, is just I have to break everything down and feed her separate. We're gonna add everything back in here. The only thing I did forget was garlic. And it said to use linguine. I just used spaghetti noodles because I didn't pay attention. But whatever, it's all gonna taste the same, it doesn't matter. And I did add some garlic powder to this because I forgot to add it in this stuff. And I'm gonna let the noodles cool down for just a minute before I add it to this. That way it doesn't cook these eggs, like scramble, so it doesn't scramble the eggs. But then dinner will be done. Add this, toss it around, and that's dinner. Very, very simple dinner. All right, here's how dinner came out. Chicken carbonara. I made just a little salad and some Italian bread. Look at them piggies. So now we're spending the rest of the night outside. Dinner was so good. Gary ate 2 plates. He was like, this is so heavenly. And I packed, the only part that was left, I packed for him for lunch for tomorrow because there wasn't much left after that. Or after we all ate. It was just enough to send him with a container full to work tomorrow. So he's got breakfast, he's got lunch, he's got, what else did I pack him? I feel like I packed him a couple things. Orange juice bread, the breakfast burritos, that, I mean, he's got quite a bit to take to work. So we're just gonna sit outside with the kids for a little bit, and then in a little bit we're gonna head inside and get kiddos washed up and things, because our kids always need a shower at the end of the day because they've been outside most of the day. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow with another video, and you'll see the breakfast burritos that I make, and then I don't know if there's another full day of food coming your way. So I will see you then. Bye.